Hello everyone and welcome to the show. Hope you're all well, guys. Today we are going to be reviewing Go Noodles Hot and Spicy Extreme 3-in-1 noodle sensation. So let's have a look at that. You've got on the back, you've got some bright red colours, bright silver. You've got all the information there about how to cook them. I personally either like the hob or the microwave, or sometimes I even put the hot water in, quite a lot of, a nice amount of really hot water, and put a plate over if I'm feeling really lazy. And some do actually say that's an interesting way to do it. So it all depends on what you're in the mood for. Flavour wise, the hot water with the small plate on top really does bring out the flavour. But it really does depend on what mood you're in. Now, you can have these as a soup, or you can have them as quite a stodgy noodle. I usually go for quite a stodgy noodle myself because it is easier to eat, and they do, take a lot of time otherwise. But the soup-wise version is quite nice to do, indeed. Let's have a look, see if we got any blurb here. Delicious noodles. It's very hard to read it on the silver. So we've got Go Noodles, delicious noodles. Because not only can you enjoy delicious noodles, the traditional noodle dish, but you can also eat them dry as a crisp snack. Now, I've never tried that before, and I don't really like the idea. I saw the idea in Squid Game, where they were almost eating the layers of noodles with the seasoning, like crisps, and I don't know yet. Let me know if you've ever tried that in the comments, as I'm not too sure yet on that one. Now, Go Noodles Hot and Spicy. This is the way it looks while I've cooked it to death, because I don't really like them as a soup at the minute. But, I don't mind them soupy. But, yeah, this is how I've cooked them. They look like the average instant noodle, really. I've given them a good stir now to make sure the heat and the flavours are all mixed in. It came with 2 sachets where they were... One was like a normal sort of powder, and the other one was a very strong sesame oil with a sort of salt and pepper mix, I think. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at these bad boys. Look at that. Right, okay, now it's all been mixed in. Okay. Would you like to see noodle reviews every Friday? Let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about doing them every Friday like I was before, but I have got a set plan coming up. Yes, the first time in 10 years I'm going to work on a schedule, hopefully. Now, it would help if I was able to eat them properly. Wow, you almost get a chicken style set up there to begin with, and then it strangely turns into a seafood mix as well. So you get like this interesting taste of chicken and seafood and spice. Definitely get a seafood flavour. Some heat and some chicken there and some pepper, and the sesame oil as well is very apparent because it was very strong in the sachet. Very nice though. Are these the most extreme heated ones I've ever tried? No, actually, but they are quite hot, but it's a nice heat. It's not like when sometimes I've tried the Gok ones, or the ones where it says, it's like a creamy cheese sauce with a load of heat on top. These aren't too bad. It's what I would call pleasantly hot. And if you're on a budget and you need a nice dinner or a quick snack, I think they cost something like 45p, maybe even cheaper, 35. and that was at Tesco's, I think. So they're a real bargain. Really flavoursome, really flavoursome. I thoroughly enjoyed these. Sometimes you eat the noodles and you think, oh, that's a horrible. You know, some of the budget ones can be really nasty, but these ones are really nice. It really just depends on where you are at the time, but if you can get a packet of these or something very similar from your you know, sort of international food section, I think it's fantastic. Thing with the international food sections in supermarkets is you're always going to get good quality for lower prices. So if you are on a budget, the international food section is your friend. You can even get cheap Red Bulls there, cheap sauces, cheap food in general. So I definitely recommend going to your international food market or your international food section at your local shop. Wow. And I've even discovered food there that they used to do in the UK that has now gone to international markets. So it's really nice to pick up some old favourites. Oh, here we go. This is a lovely noodle. And the little bit of oil really complements it. Noodles in my beard. Right, so I cook these the conventional way in the microwave oven, but like I say, there's 3 different ways to eat it, if not 4. So if you want to plate it up, put it on the bowl, you want to eat it dry, you want to have it as a soup, you know, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But these aren't overly spicy in a bad way. It felt like a nice warmth, and that really pleases me. So I'm going to give these a good solid 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Would you have preferred it spicier? Let me know. And we're going to hopefully do a new noodle review every Friday. But that is, of course, subject to change. But I will try my best. Hit me up any comments in the hit me up any questions in the comments section, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye for now, Barmy Badger Army. Keep safe, keep well, much love, and I'll see you in the next vlog, video, stream, movie, or short. See you all soon. Bye.